The security firm tasked with monitoring suspected criminals out on bail is calling on the courts to attach additional restrictions for some offenders in an effort to curb crime. Fern Carey tells us more.
In the midst of growing public concern over serious crimes being committed by persons wearing monitoring devices, ICS, a security firm which monitors some 400 offenders on a 24-hour basis, is calling for the courts to establish stricter conditions for accused persons in an effort to curb crime. That includes inclusion and exclusion zones and a curfew. ICS Interim Manager Gary Gonzalez explains.
To impose restrictions on them, and when we say by inclusion zones, we mean their home, confinement area, and curfew, a specific time that they have to remain in this confinement area. And exclusion zones would basically be areas that they're not allowed to go into, areas that they're prohibited from. And that can be a range of high crime areas, victim areas, stuff of that nature. And
regarding the concern about offenders placing foil over the monitoring device, Gonzalez confirmed it does not interrupt the service as technology is embedded in the device, which still allows them to pinpoint the person's location. Meantime, she is also recommending a prison diversion program in the future.
Just how a person would not be, the case manager would decide, or the courts would decide that this person is to be sentenced. That sentence would be the electronic monitoring program. So that'll be considered a diversion program to which they still contribute to society. They still check in with their case manager, the / probation officer, as they should, and ensure that they are completely compliant on the program. For where they fail to comply with those bail conditions as set by the court, as imposed by the court, then the case will be referred back to the court in reference to them not being in compliance.
The contract for electronic monitoring will come up for bid next month, and ICS is confident that they will regain that contract.
We intend to rebid for the contract, and we are confident that we will retain this contract.
Meantime, police have taken additional steps to shore up their electronic monitoring program. Fern Carey, 7 Network News.